Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Carla. I've been playing tennis for 10 years, and today I wanted to talk about the tennis wall. I wanted to show you a couple drills that I've been testing out that I think are actually helpful, so let's get started. There will of course be some timestamps in the description below, so feel free to skip around. So this is just me doing a little bit of a warm-up. I'm just trying to warm up my forehands a bit and run around everything. I did a bit of a warm-up before starting on the wall just to prevent injury. And I wanted to make sure to keep this video a bit realistic, so I've kept in like if I'm making mistakes or anything, because I don't want you guys to think that playing on the wall should look a certain way and then when you go out and try it, it doesn't look the exact way that you think it's supposed to look. Alright, so the first drill that I really like to do is forehand only. You saw that kind of in the warm-up. I'm trying to hit it in the same general spot, which is obviously easier said than done. But yeah, focusing on control over power because the ball is going to come back a little bit faster than it normally would. The second drill that I like to do is backhand only. For me, this is a bit harder than forehand only. I'm trying also to hit it around the same general spot. So right there, I just tried to recover the ball and keep the rally going, and eventually I get into a rhythm. For both this one and the forehand only drill, you can put a goal of the number of shots you want to get back in a row. That can be something to help your consistency and make your practice session a little bit more goal oriented. A shot that I rarely use, but sometimes would like to have be successful is the forehand slice. I don't know if that made too much sense, but basically I was always told in practice growing up to not use the forehand slice and to just try and hit the forehand. But I realized that sometimes when I'm in a defensive position, a slice or just getting the ball back in play is a really good shot to have. So I wouldn't recommend trying this one out too much, but it was fun to test it out. This is a drill I do fairly often. It's a one forehand, one backhand combo. It really helps you build a sweat, making this a better workout than I was expecting. And you do want to hit the shot in around a similar spot and have to be willing to run around. That's kind of what makes it a much more aerobic drill. I feel like this one simulates a bit more of a realistic tennis practice. Again, you don't want to be hitting the ball at 100% power because the ball is going to come back with you with the same amount of force. So, try and focus a bit more on consistency and seeing if you can set yourself up for success. Another combo you can do is one forehand and then a backhand slice. This one was a little bit harder than I thought it would be, but it was definitely fun to give it a try. For some of the shots, what I end up having to do is try and get the ball back in play or get it to where I can do the drill again. Like for example, that last one. I'm just trying to recover the ball and then start the drill again. It was a little bit harder than I thought it would be. I definitely think you guys will enjoy that one. I get better as I do it a couple more times, which is actually really encouraging to see. But also you can put a goal for yourself, just like we did with the other drills, to do it a certain amount of times. So that way your practice becomes also a little bit more goal oriented and you can see if you improve over time. So like let's say you start this time trying to do 6, one forehand, one backhand slice back to back. Then you can increase, do 8, 10, 25, 50, and really see your progress over time. Another combo you can do is one backhand and then one forehand slice. I feel like this one is a little bit less realistic. You wouldn't be doing this over and over in practice, but it can show you if you have some weaknesses. So I actually didn't think this was nearly as hard as I thought the previous drill was. So for me, that's a bit insightful. So in the spirit of transparency, I'm going to show you what it normally looks like when I play on the wall. Previously I was showing you drills, but I enjoy playing on the wall. So normally what I do is I just try and increase the pace a bit more and mix it up, see if I can run around everything. It's not nearly as structured, but I definitely enjoy it. Now I've learned a lot from recording myself play. I've just left a couple clips up here so you can see what I like to do and if you get any ideas. But because I record myself so often, I find watching back the footage really helpful because it shows me that, for example, with my footwork, sometimes when I get tired, I don't really move my feet as much, I get flat-footed, and it gives me practice points that I can do moving forward. So when I'm practicing, I like to have a goal so that I can see if I'm making progress, and I just find that enjoyable, but I find that I can also find myself making a lot of progress. So that for me is very rewarding. As we're nearing the end of the video, I want to say thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the wall, if you guys do any other drills, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.